Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti's and we're with Daniela. She's one of our Petitti customers and we are at her gorgeous vegetable garden. It's kind of late summer here and so we're looking at some great development and she's had some great harvesting so far this year. But we wanted to talk to Daniela about how she started her garden and what types of plants she planted here. So when do you start planting?
Well, we start planting in the spring, but a lot of this prep starts usually in the fall.
Okay, great.
So normally what we do after we take all our plants out, we'll go ahead and lime the soil, turn everything kind of over and in, and let it sit and bake, until the spring.
That's great.
So yeah, and then in the spring we have a compost pile in the back.
Okay.
So we do a lot of like grass clippings and food grinds and that kind of thing, and we'll throw that in the spring, a little garden tone, mix it all in, and wait a couple weeks till we plant.
Wow, Angelo's like, yes, Daniela listens, right? So that's a great thing to do. So liming in the fall is wonderful. It makes that lime activate or become active for the plants in the spring. Definitely your compost, if you can do home composting, it is a wonderful, wonderful way to put organic nutrients back into the soil. So that all of that is wonderful, and then of course garden tone is a great organic fertilizer as well. So that's awesome. So here it looks like you've been planting some zucchini.
Yes. So this year we've actually had a lot more luck with the zucchini this year.
Okay.
Last year we had it in the back corner.
Mm-hmm.
The plant grew very large, put out about 5 zucchini, and shriveled and died.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And this year we had some of it die back, and we are having some of the
powdery mildew. Yeah, pretty
coming in on the
typical
leaves.
there. Okay.
But the plant, it started dying back, but now has started regrowing on the ends again.
Yeah, great,
So
great.
got a lot of luck with it this year.
Awesome. Do you spray at all? Do you
We do.
spray for powdery mildew? What do you use?
So we usually spray with 7,
Okay.
and that seems to help. And I've had, my father comes over with a fungicide now.
Okay.
And he sprays as well.
So 7 is going to be like your insect control.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty broad spectrum. You can use it on any of your edibles. There's usually about a day to harvest time window where you don't want to spray right before you're harvesting, but other than that, you can use it on a lot of your edible plants. So that's good too. It helps with a lot of different insects that you see in the garden. And then the fungicide, I wonder if he uses like a copper, which is pretty typical.
Right.
Yeah, very, very good. Okay, good. And then we've got cucumbers here.
Actually, this is a butternut squash.
Oh, it is.
Yes, this is a compact variety. I think there's one down there by you.
Oh, okay.
So this was a compact. It's called a honey nut.
Oh, nice. Oh, I do see them.
Yeah. So it actually has smaller fruit that comes off. It's not your typical butternut squash. But
Okay.
We thought we'd try something different this
Oh,
year.
very, very fun. And you've got your carrots here,
Yep.
right by the tomatoes.
Yeah. So those are the fingerling carrots.
Okay.
And we try to keep the carrots under the tomatoes because it keeps the ground moist.
Yes.
apparently. So
Okay.
helps with the insect control too, is what I heard.
Yeah, very, very cool. Good companions there. And then all your tomatoes, you've got cherries, you've got pears, you've got some other larger tomatoes behind us too. So your your tomato plants are very, very clean, but it looks like you have been removing those lower leaves just slowly but surely, kind of
just
coming up
working
the
the way up.
vine. Yeah. Anything else that you're finding other than your brown spots and things on the foliage there?
No, not really. Actually, we've had a really good year for our tomatoes, as you can see.
Yeah.
We're about to harvest in a couple weeks.
Good.
So they've been growing really well.
Okay.
And we actually had 2 plants that came up this year that we didn't grow from seed. They just came up out of the garden, and I let them grow to see what would happen.
Okay.
So, and we actually have fruit coming off of those as well.
Great. So you had probably a tomato dropping, or
Yeah.
maybe in the compost, and then when you came back out, you probably had some kind of seed there left over from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool. That's nice.
So yeah, it was a nice surprise.
I love your little garden fence. And then, is this guy a cucumber here?
This is
That's
actually,
coming through?
It's a spaghetti squash.
Oh, it is squash.
Yeah,
Oh, I see it
so-
all the way on the end there.
So we've got a couple growing here.
So that's so cute that the vine is just growing right along the fence line here, over the bed and trailing up, and obviously the fruit, hanging right there on the fence looks fantastic.
Yeah, we've had a lot of luck with these in the garden. We had a plant last year that we had in the center.
Okay.
That grew over most of the garden. So we thought we'd start it on the edge this year and see how we could do it.
See how it goes,
Yeah.
yeah. And so anytime you can hang your cucumbers, your melons, any of your cucurbit family, your squashes and so forth, on fencing or trellising or what have you, that plant keeps them up off the soil so you don't have any fruit rot or vegetable rot on the bottom. And then they turn out really, really well. As long as they have a sturdy enough support, they'll just develop right there too. So that's fantastic. Any troubles with these guys other than powdery mildew? Of course, we've had it all season.
Yes, we've had a lot of mildew on this one,
Okay.
and the cucumber beetles seem to like to eat this as well.
Yes.
Probably more than the cucumbers. So I've had a lot of problems with that, and
Okay.
I've noticed stink bugs on it.
Okay.
Also,
Yep.
so that's been an issue this summer as well.
Pretty typical pest for that type of plant,
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, very cool. And then we'll move over this way a little bit. And oopsie, I got the.
Oh,
That's all right.
I know, I get hooked on it all the time over there. Or I get the vine in my ear.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
we've
good thing.
got peppers here too. You planted some bells for the most part.
Yes, they're all bell peppers. We've
Okay.
got California Wonder here and King Arthur are the taller plants.
Yeah, beautiful.
These we started from seed,
Okay.
and they were very small beginning of the year. We didn't think they were going to make it, and sure enough, mid-July, they get doubled in size, and you've been getting a lot of fruit off of these.
Isn't that funny? You have a cool, wet season and you think nothing's gonna
Yeah.
do what it's supposed to do, and then all of a sudden the rain stops and sun comes out, and yeah, it helps the peppers tremendously.
Yeah.
For sure. Very, very nice.
So
And then through here, it looks like you've got some peas and beans.
we do. So we have regular green beans here, your pole
Okay.
beans, the sweet snap peas
Sure.
there. Fava beans, which is the first year I've tried these.
Okay.
So I know they're a spring bean normally, but we've actually had some that have started to regrow
Okay.
and put more beans on down here. So
I do see a little bit down
yeah.
below.
So that was
Sure, and
that
you've
was
got a
kinda
little bit
interesting.
more flowering here too. So
Yeah, and they're just like starting to grow new vines. I trimmed them back a little bit a couple
Okay.
weeks ago, and they just started to put some new vine on. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
really, really pretty.
Yeah, beautiful flowers on
They
those.
are beautiful.
And then these, I have Italian flat green beans
Oh, neat.
on here.
Yeah, really
So,
neat. Look
yeah,
at that.
these are really good. So we've already picked about 3 pounds of beans off of these plants.
Oh my gosh, but see,
Yeah.
look at all the flowers that you're still getting. Tons of buds, tons of flowers there.
Yep, my kids love these.
Ooh, well, that's always good to, you know.
Yeah, get them to eat their beans.
Yes, eat their vegetables
So,
for
and
sure.
Really, the only problem we've had with these, we have some insect issues with
Yeah, a
the
little
beetles,
bit
I guess,
of.
eating these as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I don't like to spray too much, but you don't
Sure,
want the beetles
sure.
eating everything in the garden.
Absolutely. And then it looks like, what do you have out front there? A little kale?
So that's a little kale, black Toscana. And
Okay.
we planted that last year, and that we kept cutting it back,
Mm-hmm.
and that lasted probably from May until the end of October for us. So we bagged that and froze it for over the winter, which was really nice.
Really?
Yeah. And then we have some iceberg lettuce in one row that should be starting soon, I hope, and spinach.
Oh, great. So
Yeah,
when
so-
did you start your kale there?
So the kale was just last week, actually.
Okay.
About a week ago. And then these we just put in about 2 days ago.
Yeah, great. Oh my gosh. So this is perfect because really when you get into that late summer, right around August, you can start right in the garden just clearing out a space, and then you can just go ahead and put any of your cool crops, and obviously your kales pop up really fast. The lettuces pop up really fast too. And you're right, you just keep on cutting and they'll keep on producing for you, for sure. Oh, that's awesome. And then right behind us, I keep on saying cucumber, and I think I'm right about this one.
This is our cucumber.
Yeah.
So this is our first year with the English cucumbers.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it over the trellising.
Yeah, well, we used to do Market More. And
Okay.
Market More I would have to train to get it to go up the trellis.
Okay.
This just aimed for the trellis and went.
Oh my gosh, awesome.
And we've had a lot of luck with it this year. I have had a lot of cucumber beetle.
Yeah.
And that powdery mildew on this as well.
Sure.
But it's been producing quite a bit of fruit, very large
Yeah,
cucumbers
do
for
you
us,
see it? Taylor over here. That's
which has
great.
been great, yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, it's beautiful. Your garden is absolutely lovely. We thank you. We thank you for inviting us out here today. I think we might have invited ourselves,
Not
actually.
at all. No, thank you for coming.
But we really appreciate it.
So.
Yeah.
It was a good
Thank
time.
you. Okay, everybody, enjoy.